Hey, it's Joe from HomeStudioCorner.com, and got a video for you today. The last two videos I did were on click tracks. The first one on how to create a click track, the second one on how to use Expand to give yourself a different group of sounds you can use for your click as opposed to the typical marimba or woodblock sound. Today there's a few other tips that I want to cover regarding a click track, and I figured I'd just get them all done in one video. It'd be pretty cool. Okay, so we have a click track here, and let's just say that we've got it going. We've even got the sound that we want. You can hear it here. You can hear the kick drum playing in the background. Now, how did I get to that tempo? If we pull up the transport window, we can see here that the tempo is set at 90. But what if you don't know the number? Now, you can play the guessing game, punch in a number, listen to it, play along, see if that sounds right. Or you can have the artist play, and if you highlight here and just press the T button on your keyboard, and T for tap, you can tap in the tempo for the song. So if you can see here, it's at 90, but if I tap in, I'm right around 92, but if say we want to do a faster song, and you see that one's holding in around 153. That's a very cool way to set the tempo. So that's the first deal. We'll put it back to 90 where it was. Second tip is, as you're recording, this last part of the song, as you can see here, where the guitar fades out. Now, in the recording, you don't want to have the sound of that kick track, the click track, coming out of the headphones and getting picked up by the microphone. So if you're the engineer, you just pull down that fader as the last note gets played, so that doesn't get picked up. But if you're doing it, the one-man band thing like I do, where it's me recording and me playing, it's a little bit harder. So what I'll do is I'll do a scratch track first, play through the song, and then I'll put in here a little automation on the click track, and this is for mute. As you can see, we're looking at the audio mute. Now I basically have the click track set to mute at this point in the song. So you'll hear the click track going, and as soon as that last note comes, you'll hear it goes away, so we can just listen to the fade out of the guitar. And there's no click track, and you can see the little mute light went on there. So that's pretty helpful. The third tip I want to talk about is when you're getting closer to being done with the song, or maybe you're done tracking, it's probably not a bad idea to go ahead and record your click track to an audio track. Right now it's just playing in real time. The Pro Tools is triggering the click in real time. It's not a big deal. It's not a very processor intensive thing, but sometimes it's nice to have an actual visual click there. Easy way to do that, just create a new audio track and route the output of your click to a bus, let's say just bus 17. Make the input here bus 17, and call this just click audio. And if we go in here and we record, we'll just record the last few seconds like we just did. Now we've got an audio file here. So you'll obviously want to do that for the entire length of the song. But now, instead of having to guess where the click is, if you're going in and you're zoomed in, editing a guitar part, for example, let's say we're looking at this guitar, the DI guitar here, and maybe it's a little off. We need to line something up. We can do that by having a visual click. And something consistent like that that you can zoom in and see is very helpful. The other reason you want to do this is, say, 2 years down the road you want to come back and remix this. Say you're not using Pro Tools anymore, or you're using Logic, or a friend of yours with Logic wants to mix your song, and you don't remember the tempo, and all you've got are the session files. Having that click track actually recorded and saved with your session, you can pull that file in, and there's your tempo, no matter what DAW you're using. And you can bring all your files in and have them all lined up to that tempo, especially if you want to add more parts down the road, do a remix, all those types of things. So there's some extra click track tricks. Hopefully that was helpful, and thanks again for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to leave a comment over at my website, HomeStudioCorner.com. I don't check the YouTube comments too often. If you have any questions, or maybe you have some tricks that you do with a click track, let us know. We'd love to hear about it. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.